All right, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the seventh and final episode of The Forge of Fury, a tale from the Yawning Portal. We will finish it up today or skip on to the Hidden Shrine at Moloch, in which case, also I might add, there will be cursing. Sometimes I speak up. When last we left our heroes, they were all being eaten and stalled by a black dragon in a cavern deep underneath of the ancient dwarven stronghold of Thundercar. Rick Rose was halfling rogue, was the only one who managed to escape after throwing all his treasure, his magic items, his clothes, his gold, his everything he owned except for his underwear, into the lake where the Black Dragon Nightingale had made and managed to crawl away. Now, fortunately, though, some of their treasure from the upper halls of the Orc was already buried outside the stone, in which case he went and got it and literally dragged the chest full of about 780 gold coins to be. Well, 780 gold coins worth of silver. Back to 3 days' journey to Blended Stone to re-equip himself and to find more allies aid him in quest for vengeance upon the dragon and reclaim the treasure he had lost to the dragon, along with all his other fallen comrades and their treasure. While outfitting at what was the name of that place? Tome Superior Outfitter, where there is Keldrin Tome, the dwarf who told them about the ancient Underguard, and that he would pay them for a map of the place, which they don't have anymore, because he's highly interested in those ancient artifacts from up there. And he's trading you your gold coins and silver coins, the silver hammers that you escaped from Thunderguard. For equipment, he tells you, there, Rick Rose, there's been a caravan that just stopped through town a while ago, bringing more supplies down from some of the other dwarven holes in the Great Mist Mountains. And they had left a few. Some rather unsavory folk down at the tavern. They may be looking for more profitable work than guarding taverns if you're interested in there, Rick Rose.
I can barely hear you over the snow.
Well, there's a blizzard going on in these mountains, you know. It's cold up here in these upper elevations. Weather changes quickly.
So what's this about a job I hear?
Well, I'd already offered to pay you for maps of old Thunderguard. And after it's cleaned out and safe, I'll pay you to let me go in there and archaeology. I'm interested in stuff like that. My dwarven heritage. On my grandfather's side, from my mother's second cousins once removed.
Am I near anybody else?
But if you're looking for more allies, a caravan just came through and they dropped off a few of their guards down at the tavern. They may be looking for more profitable work for the caravan guard.
I'm going to go chat with them and we'll get back with you.
Alright, laddie. Be careful, though. Lots of older and fouler things than orcs when they're being faked. And as you enter the local tavern, you will see, go ahead and introduce yourself, Charles, and Lone Hunter, and what he's doing in the tavern.
Lone Hunter is about 8 foot tall. You'd say about 340 pounds. Has a green hooded tunic on. You'll see that he has a long bow, a great axe, and a couple short swords, and a great sword strapped to him. He's at the bar talking to the bartender, trying to get some information about a dark elf that may have come through this way, that he's looking to meet up with and discuss some legal matters. Um, you see, he keeps somewhat to himself. The discussion is somewhat hush, but probably because of his size and standing at the bar and armed the way he is, he's getting some notice from the patrons that may be sitting there getting warm.
What does he look like? Are we dealing with another changeling? Just FYI.
No, he's a Goliath. He's eight
Oh,
foot tall, 340 pounds. He has ice cool blue eyes, red sandstone colored skin. Hair is copper color. He looks to be about 22 years old.
refresh my memory. When Tracker came through here, did he look like a dark elf through this town, or did he wait until he was in Thunderpark?
He looked like a half elf.
Okay. Well, there, buddy, I can't say as I've seen any dark elves around these parts. Not many drow since that attack they made on some of the old dwarven strongholds, including Clan Silverbeard. No, few winters back.
And Lone Hunter will thank him for that information. And let's see, what does he have that he can afford? Oh, yeah. He'll leave one silver piece on the bar, and then he'll turn and look at the establishment, and he'll be looking for a table or chair or bench that's in a corner where he can sit and pretty much people watch and take in some of the heat.
Okay. And then, Roland, go ahead and introduce yourself and Charlotte. What are you doing in the tavern at the moment?
I suspect that what's your name, Charles? Blood Hunter?
Lone Hunter.
Lone Hunter.
Oh, Lone Hunter.
Lone Star.
Okay. I suspect that he traveled at least part of the way with the caravan, and I was like a guard and a part-time driver, but picking up with some adventurers gave me the urge to join them to see if we could get some work doing that. So I stayed here when the caravan stopped. Even the talk about if there's been any rumor about the word orc, because I suspect that my character is pretty sensitive to that word. Just even, it's like if you're in a full restaurant and you hear just a mumble of the people, but if you hear someone that says your name, you focus in on it, right? So the word orc comes up. It doesn't really bother me. As long as they're not talking about me, but if I hear them talking about orcs, I'm not too opposed to hurting an orc, because I was raised by a human. Because according to what I was told, my basically adopted father, his name was Stefan. He was a human ranger, and he always told me that one day while traveling in the north, he found me abandoned on the side of a hill, which sometimes orcs will do in times of famine. If with newborns, they'll just leave them on a wind scoured hillside, just to be left to nature. And he discovered me and took me in, and I was raised, according to my human side. But all I really have is like my common clothes, which are just caked with dust and dirt from the road. I probably smell quite strongly of horse. And all I really have is a backpack, a great axe, and a bunch of javelins. And I'm just sitting at the table having a drink with Charles's character.
Very good. And then Chris, go ahead and introduce Devilish and yourself. What you were doing in this tavern.
Yeah. Devilish is a tiefling who is who's travel around to make people happy and make some money. He have a red ruby red skin, and he's very handsome. And he gonna jump on a table, and he gonna do some magic with his top hat crooked over the one of his horns, because he is a magician.
When you jump up on the table and everything, the whole bar is going to like be cringe, taken aback because of your devilish appearance. You look like a demon jumping up on the table, and they're a little wary of you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna announce I'm a devilish, the most handsome devil in this town, and I'm gonna ask them, do you want to see some magic? And I'm
You're
gonna.
the only devil in this town, says one of the patrons.
What did he say?
You're the only devil in this town.
Yeah, I know. And I'm gonna do some magic. Or perform.
Alright. There's some grumbling that comes up from some of the patron goers.
Did Devilish travel with the caravan here to this town, or did you arrive separately?
I would assume y'all three did, just for...
Yeah.
Okay, so then we know Devilish.
Yeah.
So I just kind of nudge Hunter there with my elbow, and I motion to look at this again.
Now, well, you all know Devilish.
Yeah, I just kind of shake my head. I'm like, oh, this I don't know if commoners can take that.
And Lone Hunter, he'll just shrug, and he'll, as long as he doesn't see any elderly or weak. But if they're all adults, he's just going to kind of put out there his let's see here. It's rule number 3 that he has little pity for adults who can't take care of themselves.
Well, as long
aside
as
from the sick, injured, or elderly.
As long as he doesn't get us run out of town. As long as he doesn't get us run out of town with pitchforks.
Well, he is a traveling companion. We have a certain amount of loyalty to him until he affronts that piece of my honor.
One of the younger patrons, there are no elderly, but there are some old folks and some younger folks, but they would all be considered of age. But one of the younger ones gets up as he's jumping. I'm like, I'm gonna go get the priest. And as he's about to open the door, suddenly the door swings open, almost knocking him to the ground. And in rushes in. Go ahead and describe yourself, Rick Rose, and what would you like to do?
Well, I'm wearing new digs. I had my common clothes laundered, we'll say. But, so my armor, it looks new. And I'm going to stroll in and announce myself because these look like adventurers more than anyone else in the bar, it looks like. I'll announce myself as Rickrow Silver Shaper. I'm here to hire adventurers. Well, not much hire, but I need help to get revenge against the Black Dragon that that killed my companions, stole our loot. What say you?
And generally just made an ass out of everything.
Yes, I had to leave damn near stark naked.
Lone Hunter will say, why didn't you stay there and fight the good fight with your companions? It is better to die in battle than to crawl off like a cat looking for cover.
Says the big motherfucker.
Big.
I'm a tiny halfling here, okay? And my skills aren't in charging headlong into danger. They're in hiding and popping out.
Hiding.
Yes.
Ah,
Besides,
I see where you fit in my code. You were just a child left and abandoned in a greater fight that adults claim for glory. Little child, you shall have my bow, my strength, and my swords.
oh, thanks. What say the rest of you? Grumbling about being a child. I am an adult halfling, but I'm just saying this under my breath. What about you, half orc?
He's a big guy too.
Yeah, he's big. Yeah.
I just finish my ale and I wipe my face off with my kerchief I have. With my kerchief I have tied around my neck, and I nod. I say, that sounds like what we've been looking for.
Can't remember what Christopher's race is, but yeah, the other one.
Me?
Yes, you.
Yeah, I'm a tiefling.
Oh,
The
yes.
devil.
Tiefling. Yes. What say you, devil worshipper?
I'm not a worshipper in the first, but we can make a deal if you like.
I'm not a worshiper. I am the devil. You may feel
Yeah.
free if you
You wouldn't be with these two if you were that high ranking.
Why not?
That's my, what do you call it? My body jobs. But anyway,
Do you want to hunt a black dragon, tiefling?
sure. If I get paid enough.
Oh, there should be plenty in its horde.
Why are you laughing all the time? You're not funny.
Life is funny.
When he said that, I gonna made an illusion that he looked like he naked.
Did I look naked?
Yeah.
One
Do you know what I look naked?
What you see, that's kind of the point. Is have you seen halflings naked? If so, why? I mean, I'm not saying that you can't give a decent representation based upon what you've seen in human anatomy, but just curious if there's any sort of
I don't do like he looked like a fucking goblin
okay.
naked.
Right.
I don't know shit, so I'm just winning it.
Okay, I just wanted to troll you about that for a second, but yes, okay, you can make his clothes look like they're not there, or like
Nice. and I'm gonna do it so when he rolled around, he cannot. I do it from the behind, so people only see him naked from behind. Probably easier.
Big hairy butt walking around. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yep. Proud, not a care in the world. I don't feel it because I still feel the clothes, so it's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
cold.
Yeah.
You don't feel a draft.
And I'm gonna ask, where are we going then?
What is it, Kunterdark Mountain?
The mountain itself was known as Old Stone Tooth because
Old
it had a big white monolith stone on the top of it. But the dwarven stronghold underneath was known as.
But yes, that's where we're headed. Actually, we're heading for a side tunnel that gets us even deeper.
Okay. I'm just gonna follow you then.
It's just more efficient that way.
Child, do you remember the way, since you had such a traumatic experience with an adult meeting of fury?
It's tough not to laugh and grumble at the same time. So yes, I lead the way. Oh wait, we need to hook back up what that dwarf.
Yeah, I mean, you all were able to build your with an extra 100 gold pieces, I believe. So you have, decent equipment, but upgrade everything you might like.
Lone Hunter will say, maybe that devilish looking one should go in front of you so you have protection there, child. He looks rather nimble, and he says he's wise in magics.
I don't have to be in front. In fact, I'd prefer not to be in front. But yeah, we need to also pick up a dwarf that wants to explore Kunterdark. So I guess we gotta go through there first. He's an archaeologist.
He only wants to go through there once it's clear. Not now.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll be back for him. Well, we gotta tell him we'll accept it first, right? So yeah.
But yeah, y'all did that in the original first session of Forge of Fury. You first dwarf
Okay.
you talked to. Yeah.
So off we go to that side passage, deeper in the tunnels.
It takes you 3 days to get there. It's bitterly cold. It is like the middle of February by now, and the wind is biting and just piercing your flesh with its cold. Snow falls periodically. Not quite up in the tops of the mountain, of the greatest mountain.
Just quick question. Wasn't the direwolf hides in with the silver?
I believe so.
I'm gonna just if we could just retcon that I had a direwolf cloak made or something. Stay warm in. It does nothing.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. I just want something to not be cold in.
And so
Cold.
cold.
This is remembrance of my homeland. It's a fresh, good, revigorating.
Yes. I'm glad this reminds you of home. This is hell for my people.
Well, for youngsters, they need the extra hand while they grow to their strength. By all means, take that robe and cover tightly. But explain the way to that heathen devil in front of you.
Let's move on. Move on.
You know nothing of hell. So all right. Anyway, so you all continue on. The snow is getting higher and higher. It's almost difficult to travel on. Give me a survival check, if you would, please, Rick Rose.
Ooh. Okay. Look at my survival score and roll the dice.
Can I give him advantage on that?
Why, yes, you may.
All right. He can have advantage. Lone Wolf will look over your shoulder and he'll be watching and he'll grunt one way or the other when you're making your choices, and not to kind of lead you, child, but to suggest.
Well, the first roll was great, but I'll roll again. It can always get better. It didn't get better. I rolled a 19 for survival.
You can easily retrace your steps. Even though it's like wind driven, as the wind comes through and knocks all the leaves and some branches around, so everything's a little different. And then there's snow covering your tracks that you had made on your way back here. You're still quite easily able to notice landmarks that don't move so much to find your way back to Kundrakar without a problem.
This is the fate that befell my companions. They fell in this mountain.
Fell? Didn't you help them up?
One got bitten in half. The other got melted. I don't know what happened to the third.
He was eaten by a dragon.
I was under the impression he got torn to shreds, like it just shook him to pieces or whatever. But I didn't. I wasn't under the water there, so.
One got and acid. One got torn to shreds by the dragon at the top of the hill, and then the remnants fell down to the 120 feet to the floor below. And the third one, I don't know. He didn't make it out.
Pretty much.
So, all right, so you enter this hole in the cave. Just FYI, this hole, is there a dwarf? There's not a dwarf, right?
Nope.
All right, so
Yeah.
so there's a side tunnel that's carved in. It's a little difficult to find on the mountainside. You have to thoroughly check. It's not off the path that was clearly marked that led up to the front doors. This old stone tooth that you all battered down and slew 100 orcs in. Ish.
Yeah. Insane.
But this hole leads directly to the glitter hang, the large natural caverns underneath old stone tooth that if you put torchlight or anything around, which you're going to have to because you can't see, you have dark vision. Tieflings obviously have dark vision. And
Yeah, I don't have dark vision. I don't know about. He's a Goliath or a Furbolg.
He's a Goliath.
He's a Goliath, but he has dark.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if they had dark vision or
They
not.
don't usually.
Okay.
They don't, but he's got that Ranger Conclave hunt thing that grants dark vision.
Oh, okay.
Light tracker.
Well, I guess I'm the only blind one here. Lights a torch.
All right, so as you light the torch in there, the torchlight will reflect and glitter off of this salt crystals that are embedded into the cave, causing it to shine like starlight and flicker as you go through the caves. Even though you can only, the torchlight, these caves are huge, like almost 30, 40, 50 feet high, feet long. Your torch doesn't quite illuminate the entire thing, but whenever the torchlight does come into contact with one of the walls, it gleams and glitters like starlight. And then you make your way down that stairwell, because I'm not going to mess with the rest of that layer. Down the stairs, past where you fought the Grits. into the throne portal.
Lone Hunter will take out his bow and he'll pick up the rear to secure the tail end.
I'm walking tentatively in the tunnel with the torch. I guess I'll have my short bow in my other hand, but it won't be drawn back. I'm just holding it.
Where is this?
I'm just like skipping around and talking to the body loudly because, yeah, I don't believe there was a dragon here because I don't trust the halfling.
Nor should you.
It's a child. They tall tales.
Tall tales of the oh God.
Okay. And then you proceed down into room number 35. And the stairs end.
It has a number. Oh God.
The stairs end at the entrance to an I keep stumbling on this word. Octagonal chamber. The floor is inlaid with cracked dust, blue tiles, and the walls are dressed with polished marble. Large doors of iron-bound oak exit to the northwest and northeast. There are bronze statues, almost 10 feet tall, stand in the west, north, and east walls. Each depicts an armed dwarf. The eastern and western ones carry axes and shields. The center one, on the northern wall, directly opposite from where you come down, is armed with 2 axes. The ceiling rises in the dome to almost 30 feet above the floor. From somewhere in the distance, you don't hear shit because there's just dead Duergar no longer hammering. But if you also recall correctly, you can see that there's obviously dust disturbed, and you easily remember, Rick Rose, that behind the eastern statue there was a secret concealed door. And you know, we never went through those other doors. We just went through the secret door into the throne room.
Yeah. God, I feel put on the spot because I'm the only survivor.
You do know that the secret door behind the eastern one's the way you went before that would lead down there.
Yeah, I just thought that the tunnel connected deeper.
Don't worry, child. We're here to protect you now. We'll help you find your partners and compadres. We'll help you through this. Just breathe deep, relax, concentrate on what you remember.
I'm just like staring at him quizzically, like, how the hell do goddamn Goliath children go wandering into dungeons with parties? Like, I'm just staring at him while trying not to laugh.
They go at a certain age of childhood to prove themselves worthy for their second name.
At 2.5 feet tall or 3 feet, like, I'm just staring at him.
Well, your culture may be a little different than mine. I don't know, but you strange humans have always had been strange.
Oh God. Yeah, I'm gonna proceed. I'm gonna warily look around. Does anything give the impression like it was like recently dust?
Give me a investigation check, I would say.
Yeah, that sounds about right. 17. Wait, not 17. 18.
18. Wow.
Yeah, I rolled a 16 and my modifier's +2.
While you're searching this room, which besides the secret door, which you've already noticed and knew about, and you find the remnants of that, you don't find anything necessarily new about anything that has occurred, but you will see that something you never noticed before, that there are small scorings on the floor in front of the stone doors. Oak doors, the ones to the northeast and northwest that you've never actually opened. You see that they're scoring, like one of the axes. It looks almost directly like some of those axes that the dwarves are holding have come down and slammed on the floor around in front of those other doors.
Ooh. Yeah, we're going to take the secret door, guys, because that area looks suspicious.
It seems like it's quite old, too. It's not like it recently happened. It seems like it's happened repeatedly.
Okay, yeah. I just don't want to have to deal with turning a trap off right now.
Not up to the challenge, young one?
I know more than one route. Don't try to goad me, big man.
Never went back.
I know where the secret doors are, though, Ryan.
Yes. It's east behind the eastern statue. Yeah. It's very badly done. It was like a DC 10 wisdom perception check, a.k.a. everybody saw it when they came in. Something along those lines.
God, how is it that it's easier to see the secret door than it is for the trap for the regular door?
Yeah. Don't ask me why. All right, so you go up there, and you go through that secret door, and it goes up some stairs about 15 feet into this enormous hall is lined with 10 green pillars, carved into the forms of giants and dragons that support the vaulted ceiling high above. It would have glittering orange torches if there were anybody left alive to still set them in sconces along the walls, as you recall them, to illuminate the room. However, they're all out because people are dead in here. But you are carrying your own torch so you can see. Mighty throne sits at the dais at the opposite end. The walls were once covered with tile mosaics, but they have been smashed and defiled by graffiti. Tiny fragments of tile litter the floor. You can see 5 other exits. Which is FYI, the 2 to the north, on the northern wall, you have never opened. The 2 to the south, you have went through both of them. The one to the southeast was the one that went to the south, where you could then, the rushing water would let the water fall down into the cave. The other one to the southwest, and the earthwork come in. That's the kitchen, where you can build the table. And the 5th entrance is directly behind the throne, which you knew led to a council chamber and the Dwergar Queen's chamber, which was probably Durgadin's back in the day, the guy who founded Kundragar. And then behind her, you recall that there was a coast to the north to the south of that. Was another way to get to the dragon.
I'm gonna inform them that we didn't investigate the 2 northern doors the last time we were here. I'm like, why is the half-orc and the tiefling so quiet?
Do you want to ask him?
Yeah, like, do you guys have any opinions?
They're just not trying to give away the child from his moment of glory.
I don't know. You've been here before. I'm just following you.
Okay.
I'm just kind of looking around, kind of in awe at everything as we follow around. And I'm pretty much just carrying my great axe in my hand and my backpack and quiver of pajamas over my shoulder, and I'm wearing like a fur winter cloak, and just like I said, looking around, kind of in awe at everything. Following you, and well, that's really it. I don't have any reason to disagree.
Fuck Bioteam.
And I'm gonna say, I'm just making sure you don't let us die too, so figure out how you cannot get away if we gonna get into trouble. Take it.
Okay. Anyway, just be ready, guys, because we didn't clear all of this area yet. Could still be some nasty stuff ahead. I'm gonna head towards the northern doors warily.
I'm
Looking
gonna
explore.
Trying out new stuff. Okay.
I'm gonna fireball the torches so we get some lights.
Okay.
What do you? Okay, then I can put my torch in one of the empty sconces. Temporarily. I don't need to. I need both hands. Put my bow back across my body.
Okay. There are 2 doors on the north. One pretty much as soon as you came in, and the other one is farther west. Pretty much like the 2 doors in the south and the 2 doors on the east. They're like the same distance apart. Like come in, you can go right or left, or you can go to the north or south door, and then you go like near the end of it, and there's a north and south door. And then behind the throne. So you want to go to the first northern door or the second northern door that you would come to?
Let's go with the second.
Okay.
I want to like warily. I'm inspecting the ground while I'm doing so. And
Okay. Give me an investigation check up to and including the door then.
what was that? Up to and what?
Including
the door?
the door for traps, which I'm assuming is what you're doing. You're just like,
Okay, yeah, because this one sucks. 8.
Child, is that door locked?
I'm less concerned whether the door is locked than if it's trapped right now.
Alright,
I've been burned in this place before.
Burned? I see no scars, no char upon you.
We had a cleric that was helpful.
okay. You see no traps. You'll find no traps in this door.
Okay. I can test to see if the door's locked without opening it, right? Jiggle the handle.
A little bit. Seems fine.
Okay. I'll be like, the door seems fine. If you want to open it, God, I don't know the half-orc's name.
Shardak.
Shardak, if you want to open the door, it seems fine.
Okay, well, I kind of hoist my backpack on my shoulder better, and I have my axe, and I'll go over and I'm gonna open the door.
I'm gonna back up a little bit.
Taking a ready to action. If something jumps out at me, I'm gonna fucking chop it.
Okay. Where would everybody else like to be when he's opening the door?
I'd like to be 10 feet to the side.
Fall for cover?
Yeah, I'm going for cover. I am suspicious as fuck about these dwarves. They're not to be trusted. Dwarves are evil.
What about you, Lone Hunter?
Lone Hunter will be 15 feet back, covering the rear with his bow.
And me, I'm just running around in the room, middle of the room, to loot after stuff, but yeah. Not that concerned about opening that door. So.
Fair enough, I don't blame you. Now, let me give you a hint here. The door opens into a large chamber with a dark pool in the center. Hits the smashed furniture, and other debris are scattered about the floor. Hallways lead off to the east and west. A weird moaning fills the area, slowly becoming recognizable as dwarvish curses. The sound rises to angry shouting and grows closer. Then the translucent form of an armored dwarf appears through a wall and tries to attack, but it can't because it's actually not even, it's a ghost of a ghost. But you can make it out. Does anybody speak Dwarvish? Anybody?
No.
No.
Lone Hunter only speaks giant and undercommon.
And common, I would assume.
The
Yeah.
wispy form, very, very wispy, very translucent. You can almost not make it out. Arises out of this well in the center of the room, and it's cursing at you all. And reaches, but its graspy fingers are just so translucent. AKA, this is
A phantasm.
looks very similar to the ghost of a wizard you had encountered earlier.
Oh, he's regenerating, that bastard.
But has not been able to do anything yet.
We might want to go a different direction, guys. The last time the cleric was overpowered by the same bastard right here. And damn near killed the rest of the party. Or she did. Or, well, the ghost is a he. Yeah. And basically the dragon bit the possessed cleric in half.
It looks quite more translucent than it did before, though. It's almost ineffective, and the voice is not, while it's still loud, it is not booming as much as it's much more hollow sounding.
Oh. I don't know if it's a phantasm or if he's like regenerating, coming back to the prime material to wreak his vengeance.
Do we have a holy man here?
I don't think I think you're the closest to our whole.
Arcana or religion check.
Let's see here. No.
Can I do a talent check?
Yes, you may.
I just walk in and say, I have no idea what that is. What the roll 4 plus 9.
A total of 9?
Yeah, total of 9.
You're not really sure either. Some many, many, many strange and arcane things that happen along these lines that are found in ruins. You need more information to know what it
If you
is.
don't understand the fireball,
Goes right through it.
Yeah, sounds like a phantasm.
I'm gonna push the tit to it.
Does anyone have any holy water?
I do not think. Well, I don't.
I just look stupid. I'm the devil. No?
Well, use your unholy water
It's
to give this thing some form of eternal rest. Do what you devils and demons like to do, besides chew on souls.
So is that where is the phantom is?
it's flitting around the door. Anybody who comes close to it, you can hear it the entire time. But
So
if anybody comes closer to it, it'll try to,
Okay.
reach
I'm
out, grab you, stuff like that.
I'm trying to do my devil stuff, so I'm gonna pull some wood, and I'm gonna make the wood burn and produce flames, and control the flames and try to burn it away.
Yeah, when Shardak he just doesn't approach. He's like kind of like bad spirit stuff. He kind of wants nothing to do with it.
I know best.
After a couple minutes of it burning around it, it'll suddenly just fade away into nothing. And even the curses and dwarves here haunting grow shallower and shallower until they disappear completely.
Easily. Now you should go, Tit.
Anyone want to help me search the room?
Yeah, to help to investigate the room.
Yeah, I'll just keep watch while they're sleeping, make sure nothing sneaks up on them.
What about you, Lone Hunter? Give me an investigation with advantage. Whichever
Okay.
one, either
Okay.
devil or Rick Rose.
Okay.
Do that. So I roll the advantage, or
16 is what I rolled for highest.
Uh, in this room, you will find a book that is written in Dwarvish script, and you will also find a scroll of comprehend language.
I'm not going to touch either, but I am going to point towards the tiefling and say, you may want to do, use your arcane knowledge to verify all this is safe. Because we had one of our earlier adventures, the magic book wasn't it a book that was trapped?
Why, yes.
Yes.
so
And I'm going to back away from the book while telling it.
so the book. So was that if I toss the book, or
If you pick it up.
but do the book look like magic?
The book itself does not, but it's written in Dwarvish script, and there is a scroll of detect magic beside it. I mean, not detect magic.
Comprehend.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Yeah, fuck that. I'm just gonna take the scroll and try to use it and try to read the book.
Okay.
Carefully.
The book is the diary of Arundel, who was the head mage of Kundrakar. He was the court magician of Durgadan, and in it he detailed their fleeing from their homeland through orcish attacks and founding this place. His leader, Durgadan, was so enraged over attacks on his family, destroying their former home, that he spent his life trying to make some of the best weapons ever. He succeeded and instilled his very anger into these weapons, and those that bear the mark of Durgan are known as some of the greatest weapons that one can find for wrath of war. However, after a while, the orcs did find this location as well. He held out for many, many long years until finally some of the orc tribes dug a side hole directly into the Glittering Haim, the one we all entered through this time, and managed to sneak in and get the dwarven defenders and slay them up in the upper. And in this bottom, the living quarters and the throne hall of the kingdom of Kundrakar, they made their final stand against the orcs, and Arundel fled and cowered, and he used his magic to escape slaughter as the orcs were breaking in. Later, when he returned to Kundrakar, he was overcome with such emotion, such grief, and anger at himself for fleeing and leaving his brethren attacked apart by orcs, that he went about securing the place again in case more orcs attend. He summoned spirits to table, chairs, various other things, animate to cause them to kill any non-dwarf Undercar. He even found a spell in his books, a means of bound to this place for protection in case more orcs make it down here. And you can see in his writing, long more. You see him descending down into madness and at his own actions, his own self-loathing. He was becoming crazed with it. And then finally he died one day. And his spirit was consumed in anger and grief that he arose as a ghost.
So there's no information where the weapon is.
No, just backstory to make it make sense. Why is there a ghost? What? Huh?
Okay.
Why did
I'm
that
gonna
ghost
read.
attack us?
I'm gonna read that out loud, but I'm gonna use my cantrip, so my voice is 3 times as loud to make it more misted.
Ooh, I like. It's a great ghost story.
So yeah, I'm gonna put the boot in my backpack and as are you sure there's nothing more here?
Quite sure.
That's
Messing
true.
around with ghosts makes me nervous. I look around. Let's get moving.
I could not quite make that out. Shardak, what were you saying?
Oh, I just said messing around with ghosts makes me nervous. I'd like to just get moving.
You and me both, Meat Shield. You and me both.
Remember, Shardak, he's just a child. Don't take it as an affront.
I'm gonna ask, are we gonna loot the other room or are we gonna kill your dragon? I'm gonna say such as
Oh, the passages to the east and west that I described were not doors. They just go off in the long hallways. And you can tell the one that heads to the east has many, many doors along the north and south wall. And the one to the east is much less. It only has 2 doors to the north and 2 doors to the south. Much less wide.
Well, I point down the east hallway and I say, let's start kicking some doors open.
I'm gonna say go ahead.
You want to head east or west? The longer or shorter course?
East is the longer one?
Yes.
Yeah, the east way.
Alright. The first one you get to, you want to kick the door open to the north or the south?
I'll start on the north.
Alright.
Lone Hunter will say, take caution with that. You may
Well,
rip a boot.
Well, I'll try the door handle first, to be honest.
Fair enough. It is unlocked.
Peek my head in.
God, do they not even have a description for that? They don't even have a description for it. Smashed furniture and debris formed from the final battle litter the ground. Graffiti of orc language and skeletal remains of dwarves and orcs are aligned in this small 20 by 20.
I do speak, read, and write orc.
A curse upon all dwarves. Here the Bloodfang gang of the orcs slew all dwarves. We are powerful. We are orcs.
I just shrug and close the door. Move to the next one on the north.
Next one on the north.
Correct.
Broken furniture, skeletal remains, and graffiti line this 20 by 20 room.
Etc., etc.? Or is there a but?
There is no but.
Okay, I'll close that door, I'll go to the next, etc.
Etc. There's a fourth one.
Okay,
Etc.
okay.
Now there are only 3 doors on the south, and just FYI, there is no door. It continues on into a room very similar described, with a well in the center of it. And that brick road, as you come into this, you realize this is where that ghost was.
Oh God.
Now, you did pass 3 doors on the north. That's where you originally found the ghost, was in this room. That the corridor, there's no doors, the corridor just goes all the way across there, and there's doors on either side of it. But it opens up into there. 46. The hallway leads to a large open chamber. 3 doors open into it. A dark pool fills a low stone base and the chamber is littered with their remains. Old warriors, 7 dwarf corpses lie here where they fell 100 years ago, surrounded by the remains of at least a dozen orc warriors. The dead have been stripped of their arms and armor, and a handful of broken weapons and shattered shields remain. Yeah, so there's the 3 doors to the south along the southern wall that you did not go into.
Chris, could you mute your mic when you're not about to speak? It's causing the snow.
Lone Hunter will take a look down the well or pool, as you, whichever definition you use.
Okay. It is not very deep. It does have very dank water, algae filled. At one point in time, it may have been a clear, clean basin, but years and years of just sitting here. Maybe even a little bit foul due to the necrotic energies of the ghost that has dwelt around here.
Anyone have a rope and grappling hook?
I have a robe, but no. Hold on. I don't even know if grappling hooks are like standard gear. No, all I have is hammer and pittons.
Yeah, that would be used in a pinch.
Yeah.
Just like sticking around, say you stick a sword or something in there, you can tell that it's not very deep.
Okay.
It's just like a basin held for water. A large basin, mind you, but still.
Okay. You said there was broken furniture in the area, right?
Yes.
Would there be like an old bed frame or couch or something that's there that could be used as a long pole to?
Yeah, you definitely find a crap piece of wood. Yeah.
And Lone Hunter will take and put the one in the pool, standing back and swishing it on the bottom, seeing if he feels anything in the bottom of the basin that they might not see.
Slimy cookie goo.
Okay.
Just a while, the thing they didn't mention was there was a secret door on the south of this that is opened. But the other doors in this large room that it mentioned, it said there are 3 doors. There are 2 on the eastern wall and 1 on the southern wall. Just doors.
And Lone Hunter, while strolling through that water, will turn and say, "Gentlemen, correct me if I'm wrong. That looks like a door right over there, is it not? Trying to hide itself from our sharp eagle eyes." AKA the secret door.
It was standing wide open.
Is the door dark?
Because nobody closed it last time when it possessed the cleric and chased you all away.
Well, again, I'm gonna go stick my head in, but I ready my great axe. if there's something that's gonna attack you, I'm gonna cross it. I'm gonna go take a look at it. Because it looks like someone recently opened it.
I could barely make that out. What were you saying? It's just low volume.
Okay, I think I got a problem with my headset. Can you hear me?
Barely. Yours real soft.
I'm gonna go switch. I said I'm gonna keep my head in, but I'm gonna ready my axe in case anything attacks me.
Stick your head in which one? The one on the.
Yeah, the secret door that's ajar.
Oh, okay. You stick your head through that, and you can see that it is a narrow 5 foot long, 5 foot wide corridor that heads south, quite far, past your dark vision almost. But you can see that there's one passageway heading off to the right, which would be back east. About 30 feet down down this.
I say there's no one in here, but I can see a couple corridors.
Let's go then. We cannot stay here all day.
Rick Rose,
I'm looking at Rick Rose.
Down to the ledge where the chain ladder was. It also branches off to head into the bed chambers of the Dwargar Queen.
Oh. Ugh. And that chain completely fell to the ground far below, right?
Oh yeah, that chain's gone now.
How much rope do we got?
Well, I got 50.
I got 50.
I've got 50 feet too.
Tie them all together and you can get down there.
How deep is it? Do I remember how deep it is?
It was 120 feet.
Oh, okay. So if all four of us have ropes, we can tie 2 ropes each to each other. Hammer, knot them to 2 pittons I knock in, and then we can have 2 lines going down that all 4 of us can climb down. Or wait, no. Yeah, it won't work that way because it's still 20 feet. But hey, if you guys can't climb 20 feet to get to the rope, I climbed the whole damn thing without a rope.
So you say, child.
Oh, now the Goliath wants to question my accomplishments.
Not so much your accomplishments, but your tales out of school.
So, Michael,
Yes.
can I take the item and just test, what do you call it?
We could do 1 rope. It's just if 1 rope,
Levitate on it and just go down slowly?
You mean Tensor's floating disc?
No, levitate.
Levitate, I don't see why it would not work.
You can do that.
Is that a table or something I had to use it on? So we had to get more down instead of 1 person.
You want to levitate a table and have everybody stand on it?
Yeah, but we'd only be 500 pounds.
Oh, is it that what it says? The limit of 500 pounds for levitation?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Then, out of the broken furniture, you can find a decent platform that you could fit probably no more than 2 people on, but at the same time, 500 pounds.
Yeah, and I'm gonna test levitate on it, and
That might be best as an escape strategy. Can't levitate go both ways?
only up to 20 feet.
Oh.
So we should tie the rope up so we have an escape plan.
As with levitation, is it concentration, and how long does it last? I mean,
Yeah, it's a concentration, and it lasts like up to 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it only goes 20 feet up, is it?
Have we seen any sign of the black dragon? Like, do we even see his claw marks on this ledge or anything like that?
Oh, you want to walk all the way down to the ledge now?
I thought.
No, I hadn't realized y'all were like, okay, let's walk all the way down the corridor. Okay, that's fine. All right, so yeah, you can walk all the way down the corridor. No, you don't see any really claw marks. You can see some blood. I don't know, green blood from
The dragon, and then any red blood from the.
well, I was thinking green blood for the Asimar, but I don't
Oh,
know.
she's
Green
green.
blood
Would be red, but
could be red.
Do we see any melted rock? Like molten rock from the acid?
Recharged while she was up there.
that doesn't mean it didn't drip from her teeth.
Well, then, yeah, because she did bite the crap out of her. And then she had to fight the ghost for a little bit, as you know, she ate the Asimar cleric, and then the ghost emerged, and she then ate the ghost.
Well, we can do one line that's 150 feet, because there's no point in using the fourth rope. Or we can do two lines of 100 feet each.
I think if we do a single line and just tie knots in it.
Okay. We'll do a single line then.
There's always going to be knots in the line, but there's also a cliff face to race against.
And just curious, did you say that levitate only works 20 feet? You can only go 20 feet up or down?
No, it only lifts up. 20
Per
feet.
turn.
No, total, I think. But it doesn't say about it to not decrease. That's why I asked about, I'm just gonna fall down, or
Yeah, that sounds like you're going to fall down hard until hitting that 10 feet if it doesn't have a fall speed.
but it says you can raise up to 20 feet, and it will remain at that distance. But if you go down and just decrease it, I don't know.
You could do that
But I know way
or
up.
over the lake.
It just hit the rope then.
Yes, let's take the rope. Save that spell for later. That could be used for floating over the lake.
Well, it doesn't
Well,
go
the one
down.
catch in that spell does say, otherwise your action can move the target, which must retain within the spell's range. When the spell ends, the target floats gently to the ground as if still aloft.
I just figure if you're 120 feet up and then you cast levitate, is it like feather fall all the way down, or is it just like
It says floats gently.
so? Yeah, so it's feather fall mixed with a levitation.
So that's a DM call, I'd say.
Yeah.
Still sounds better over the lake to me as a mobile platform.
Well, I definitely know it doesn't go sideways. It's only up and down.
Yeah, you gotta move. It talks about that target can move only by pushing or pulling against a fixed object or surface within reach, such as a wall or ceiling, which allows you to move as climbing.
Yeah, so you can use it like a boat, like a raft. Stick a hole in the thing and just like paddle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, are we climbing down this rope then? We'll loop it around two Pitten at the top. I want to make sure this rope does not disconnect with all of us on it.
Are there any loose boulders up there?
No.
Stalagmites. Of course not. But anyway, are we climbing down now?
Yeah.
Okay. Since it's not in combat, do we have to do like athletics?
It would take you a while, but with a rope, it is doable. Any rolls just be like, how long does it take you?
No, but I want to, when we get to the ground, because I don't know if it'd be good to be trying to scream it at each other while we're, playing a game of telephone while we're climbing down, but I need to tell them how the tactics of the Black Dragon.
You can make your plan.
Yeah, the Black Dragon likes to hide under the lake, getting its head up and spitting acid, and then diving back under. In other words, due to these tactics, it makes my attacks defangs my sneak attack.
And also optimizes its breath weapon. Pick up. Wait.
I'll drag that black worm out of the lake by the neck.
As soon as Lone Hunter gets down, he'll look for cover and hide.
Okay.
Oh yeah. We should probably. Yeah, I'm gonna try to find somewhere that I could squeeze, hidden by the bridge or whatever.
And I'm gonna set down my backpack and ditch my cloak, and I'm even gonna take off my boots and my tunic. I'm gonna get dressed right down to my work pants and my great axe, and my quivers on my shoulders.
Where is it? There it is. When you get to the bottom, a fast-moving underground river roars from east to west under a stone bridge. The bottom of the chain ladder is all curled around as it had fallen, along with the bloody remains. Blood only, no actual other remains of an Asimar. It's near the southern bank of the river. On the north side of the bridge, a ledge continues to the east. So you've got that bridge that goes across the river. You have to head south across that bridge to continue at what you know as the mirror where the dragon was a bit. You can also go west across another bridge and be on the south end on the other side, which would then lead you back in. Other bit of the chasm going up beside the waterfall, which is how you escaped earlier.
I can barely hear him, Chris, because your static is drowning him out.
Let me put the thing right closer to me. When you get to the bottom, there's a fast-moving river with two bridges, one to your east and one to your west, that cross it. The dragon, as you recall, was to the east. You cross that bridge, and then there's a ledge that goes along to the dark waters of the mirror. And that's where the dragon was. And to the west, if you cross that bridge, it then kind of slopes by the waterfall that you climbed up to into the foundry room. That's how you escaped earlier, Rick Rose. Oh, you're at the bottom. Where would y'all like to go now? I know that you're like, we got to the bottom, we hide. Okay. Take cover as soon as you get down. Power
I'm
around.
not hiding. I'm just going.
Okay.
I'm not a pussy like this.
Lone Hunter, with his cover and hiding, will be scanning the waters since the child said that the supposable dragon likes to hide in the water and spit this burning liquid at its enemy.
Okay. You scan the waters, and so far you don't necessarily see anything yet. But as soon as you cross the bridge, heading south, Devilish, give me a perception check.
10.
Okay. Just seems the roar of the water as it's rushing down from the waterfall ahead, and then it's quite rapidy as it goes underneath these two bridges. And you have to look to the east, but as soon as it crosses the eastern bridge, it goes into the lake, and it kind of slows down quite a bit, but you can't really hear or see anything else over that din.
While I'm drawing, I like to make a
Anyway,
a minor illusion, like there's a halfling that walked beside me and talked to me. Meanwhile, you have to do that.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, what are the others of you doing? Let's start with
Can the minor illusion give the impression of light, like it's holding a lit torch, without having heat, but just casting light? I don't know with what distance it'll allow, but
it's only a 5-foot illusion. Here's the thing: I want to say that it can look like a torch, but it's not really illuminating anything.
okay. So instead, I'm going to still be obvious because I have to hold a torch to see.
Yeah. That doesn't mean you can't necessarily hide. It just makes it a little more difficult.
Yes. And it wouldn't make sense for me to hide behind my illusion.
No. All right. So what are you doing as he crosses the bridge with the?
Me?
Yes.
I'm going to be looking for a place once across the first bridge, because it's more than one bridge based on memory.
Well, yeah, but one of them, if you're coming down the way you came down, there's a bridge to your west that would head back up to the Foundry. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
And then there's a bridge to your east, and both of them go north to south across this river. But the bridge to the east is the one that heads to the Black Mirror, and the one to the west you have to cross and then climb up next to the waterfall.
Yeah, I'm just gonna slowly traverse the bridge with the Black Mirror. I can't really. Yeah, I guess I'll have my rapier out because I can't ready a bow action and have a torch.
Does make it a little difficult. Okay, so you're just wary and wary. All right. What would you like to do, Shardak?
How close are we to the pool where the dragon lurks?
One movement away, and you just have to pretty much, you come at the bottom, you cross this bridge, and then you're at the ledge that goes along the side of the Black Mirror.
Is it ledge into a deep pool, or is there like a sloping from the shore?
Sloping to the shore.
Okay, this is where I said I'm gonna like ditch my backpack, my coat, my shirt, my boots, get stripped right down.
Yeah, ready for swimming,
and, yeah, and I'm gonna get ready for swimming, and whenever everyone else is comfortable with it, I'm just simply gonna start wading in with my great axe.
All right, cross the bridge and start wading in with the great axe. Give me a give me a perception check. Now, Shardak, give me a perception check.
Yeah, I'm just slow because, of course, when I touch my phone, a notification.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
Yeah. And Rick Rose, you may also give me a perception check. I forgot to ask you when you cross the bridge.
Oh, yeah. Oof. 15.
Okay.
Sorry, 14.
Okay, and I rolled a 17 for my perception.
Oh, 17. All right. As you're crossing the bridge, you hear a slight something jumping into the water from beyond even your dark vision. You can hear something into the water.
I say like in like kind of a stage whisper, be prepared. I heard something large slip into the water.
And then last but not least, we're going to find Lone Hunter. What are you doing?
Lone Hunter will be moving stealthily within cover, and he's going to have his bow ready, but he's going to stay about 70 feet behind the party.
Yeah, but that would be like on the other side of the bridge. You wouldn't necessarily have good line of sight to anything in the Black Mirror. You'd be quite limited in what you could see.
Okay. What would the longest distance be for me where I could have some fair sight?
Truthfully, because of the curve, you'd have to be right at the cross the bridge. You wouldn't have to get much onto the ledge, but you'd have to at least cross the bridge to have any sort of sight of. You can see the party from the other side, but you wouldn't be able to see much of the Black Mirror at all.
Okay.
You have to cross the bridge to actually see the Black Mirror.
Well, Lone Hunter will cross the bridge, and he'll use the corner of the bridge as cover.
Okay.
Hide and watch the party.
All right. Give me a stealth check and a perception check.
All right. Stealth is, let's see, right there, is a 16.
All right.
And what the perception was and perception is a 17.
You also hear a bloop.
Can I hide at all?
Would you like to hide back along the bridge, or would you like to try to hide behind somebody?
I guess I'll hide behind. Because he's at the corner of the bridge, right? Can I hide just to like 5 feet next to him on the bridge?
Why,
Is it
yes,
like-
you could have your choice of him or the bridge that you're using for cover.
Oh yeah, I could use him for cover, and then I can like put my rapier away and hopefully toss my torch out a distance. Pull up my short bow.
Not.
You want me to roll for hiding?
Why, yes, I would.
Okay. How's 15?
It's a roll.
I like that. I love it.
Okay. Now, as you're starting to wade into the water, Shardak, and everybody else is peering into the Black Mirror, you hear a bloop in the water, and you also hear a bloop in the water, Lone Hunter, and you feel somebody shouting up behind you. You turn to look, but you don't see them beyond your passive perception. Everybody, go ahead and give me a initiative check, and if you feel like it, go ahead and put it in the chat, or just let me know. Your turn.
I got a natural 20.
So that's what, 23?
Shardak rolled an initiative of 15.
What's NT, Charles? Oh, is that initiative? That's what that's supposed to be? So I'm missing Shardak.
I got a 15.
Oh, really? What's your dexterity modifier, Shardak?
+2.
What's yours, Lone Hunter? Lone Hunter, what's your dexterity modifier?
I think you go first if you
I had
want.
myself muted. It's +2, but I have the alert feat, which for initiative gives me a +7.
I'll give you the advantage on that one. Not that it really matters. If you all would like to switch, I'm okay with it too.
No, he can have it.
Uh-huh. And what would you like to do? Rick Rose, the hair on the back of your head is standing up on end. You've been here before. You know this dragon is going to stick its head out of the water eventually and burn you with acid. It's time. What would you like to do?
I'm going to whisper to Charles's character, Lone Hunter, and say, be ready. Ready my action with my short bow.
Uh-huh.
And can I use my bonus action to hide? Do I use it to hide again, or do I just not even use it?
Your choice. You'd like to okay.
Yeah, probably best to try it again. I'm unsure about my 15 roll. I should have taken that 15.
So I'm glad.
Can I just take that 15 and keep it?
Sure, why not? Doesn't matter. They're both.
Because having 12 would not have.
All right, so that would be you. No movement, I'm assuming. Staying where
No
you're supposed
moving. Yes, I am staying right there. I don't trust that fucking dragon.
Lone Hunter, Lone Star, your Schwartz's Lodge. What would you like to do?
Okay. Does Lone Hunter see anything at this moment?
You do not.
Okay. Then what Lone Hunter will do is he will he'll go ahead and cast Goodberry.
Nice.
And then let's see here. He gets that's 8 good berries.
I thought it was just 10. You got a roll?
It's up to 10, so I assume it's you roll.
But does it say roll a d10, roll a whatever, or does it just say up to?
I think you can make how many you want.
Let's
why
see
would
here. I always thought it, but let me double check.
All right. While you're
Don't
double checking, you have 10.
And from that, his movement is gonna stay right there under cover.
Okie dokie. Shardak.
Okay, I'm just wading in the water, and I'm holding my great axe, and I'm just like, and I'm wading slowly, like one doing like half movement, pretty much I'm stealthing, right? And I'm just, if something grabs me, I'm gonna toss it. With both axes.
Ready in action to whack anything that shows up. And how far would you like to get?
Well, actually, let's put it this way. My movement is 30. It's difficult terrain.
Yeah.
I can move 15.
Okay.
That's good.
Okay. Sounds good to me, too. All right. And then, Devilish, what would you like to do?
So, the lake or whatever it is, how much ground is on the side?
Not much. The ledge you're standing on is only about 10 feet wide through most of the areas, and it is 50 feet long along this the western shore of the lake.
So there's no dip inside the wall or something like that?
No, not really.
Okay.
The ledge is just there, and then it goes up pretty steep wall behind you, and it's a pretty steep wall after the ledge goes the rest of the way. And there's one narrow area you walk on. 10 feet wide, stay tall.
I gonna test let's do silent image, and that's just gonna be a wall. So I'm gonna, it's a wall, 5 feet wall, into the wall, and I'm gonna go into the wall, into the illusion.
Okay. Hide behind the wall. Sounds perfectly
Yeah.
reasonable to me.
Yeah. That is what I'm doing.
Okay.
And that is a constitution check. Constitution spell there.
Concentration?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you need to use action to examine the image if you want to determine.
Yeah, you have to investigate it or whatever.
Yeah. That was my turn.
I know. I'm just thinking. He sees everybody. So if you're behind the wall, he's like, did he just summon a wall? I don't know. Is it an illusion? Did he just wall of stone? I don't fucking know. Distance, 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 distance. Dragon's going to... The dragon is just going to... I'm sorry. Yeah. The dragon rises up suddenly right at your... right in front of you. Just roars out of the water. Rushing up and bites and claws you. And as it does such, as soon as I'm finished with this, you will then get your reactions for both swinging your great axe, shard axe, and a arrow shot. Rick Rose.
And from Lone Hunter too. He ready to shot.
Lone Hunter hit. Did something. He cast Goodberry.
Oh, okay.
And he comes up and he hits you and he bites down and you manage to block his stick your axe head into his jaws to prevent him from biting you. Shard axe. But he does rake you on two sides of the balls. Or what is this damage? You think I would have looked this up beforehand, right? 2d6 plus 4. Hey, dog. Yeah, he loves it. Where's my d6s? For 12 and 15 points of damage, respectively. A total of 27. As the claw rakes just come down and rip open blood.
That's terribly painful.
Yeah. Now, go ahead and let you have your reaction as you prepare to whack anything that came and got you. Go for it.
Okay, I probably shouldn't, but to test mode, I'm gonna. No, I won't. I was gonna Great Weapon Master, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna give him a test chop.
Alright.
No, I missed. I rolled 5 plus 5 is 10.
Yep, that is a miss on a dragon. Alright, go ahead and get your shot off there, Rick Rose. You do not have advantage.
Okay.
But if you don't have advantage. He saw you.
Okay. So I know 15 sucks.
15 will miss. Arrow goes flying past it.
No, I said I know the 15 for stealth sucks. The shot is technically 15 plus 5 is 20.
That will hit the dragon, and you may have your sneak attack since you have an ally within 5 feet.
Okay. So that's 6, 1, 3. I only do 3d6, right?
Yeah. Plus 3, so I'm assuming that would be 13.
Yeah, 13 damage. And I'm going to try hide again.
And it is your turn, so you may.
Yes, and that's a 19.
Oh, I gotta check. That may be high enough. It is.
I'm gone.
He did not see where you went. All right, so you hide. Bonus action or action, your choice. What would you like to do with the other one?
Oh. Oh, I can fire again? Shit. That's right.
It's your turn.
This is how your turn.
Oh.
The arrow was your reaction for readying a bow shot at the thing.
Yeah, so then the
Hit
bonus
again.
action was hiding again.
Yeah, okay.
So, yeah.
You may attack again. This time you will have advantage.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, 19 will do it. He will not see a 19.
God, I need to do better. And I did better! Oh, thank God for advantage. That was a 19 to attack.
That'll hit.
2, 1, 2, plus 3. So 4,
8.
5, 8.
Wow, that sucks.
Yeah, well. I've got the dragon's attention now, and I'm not hidden.
Hidden at all, no. Lone Star. I'm sorry, I love, what was that, Mel Brooks movie? Spaceballs? Lone Star. So, Lone Hunter.
Yeah.
Field of
They're
Dreams.
supposed to be making a lone Spaceballs too.
Yeah, the search for more money. Lone Star, you're up. What would you like to do?
Well, what he will do is he will hide and
Okay.
let the attack from the child necessarily divert the dragon's attention so he can find the weakness. And let's see here. And that for his stealth, that would be a 22.
Okay. Curious point, not that it comes into matter, but I just want y'all to think about this for a second. A halfling can hide behind a creature larger than themselves. What if the person, like in this case, say he was hiding behind you at this point in time and you hid? Would that mean that the halfling now has no longer anybody to hide behind because you're where to go? I don't know. Or are you both hidden? Say,
I would say it's
Well, if you move from your square, you move.
it's possible depending upon where I hid or how I hid.
yeah, just something to think about.
If I laid more prone against the bridge wall,
yeah,
then it may take away some of the cover for him to hide. There again, if all I did was crouch down into a tighter ball, it could still give him the same shadow to hide in.
right. That was your action. Anything else for you? Negative, because obviously no movement.
Yeah, no movement. I'm just observing from my vantage point, hiding the actions and the direction the best I can of the dragon.
Dragons have no weakness. All right. You're up,
We'll
Shark.
find one.
Chardak, you may be muted.
Yeah, he is.
Okay, like I'm face to face with this dragon that like erupts out of the water
Oh,
and
yeah.
attacks me
Oh, yeah.
for like a considerable amount of damage. Like
Oh, yeah.
wow. And the half orc.
Me too.
The half orc is like pretty big, but not as big as Lone Hunter. But yet, I seem to almost increase in size as I begin to rage, and I take on aspects of a hulking, lumbering bear on its hind legs as I emit a primal scream, and I attack this dragon with advantage for reckless attack.
I was about to ask, would you like to be reckless? All right.
And I'm gonna call it?
Great weapon master.
Great weapon.
Fucking roll it. It's just you roll 2d20. I think you're +5. You said, right?
Yeah, but Great Weapon Master is a 0, so even die 20, and I rolled an 18 for the highest.
That'll hit.
Yeah.
That's going to be a d12 plus.
Oh, and I rolled 12 plus 15 is 27 points of damage he did to me, and I did back to him.
Fucking hey! You smack him right upside the head with that axe. You gotta do some math now. All right.
How much damage was that?
27.
God.
Yeah, Great Weapon Master is a damage.
I rolled fair enough. I rolled the maximum damage. I rolled a 12.
Yeah, I'm not doubting that. I just like that reminds me of that sneak attack I did to that one orc.
Oh yeah, you did a whole bunch to one orc one time. Like I think you may have beat 27. I don't know, but you did a lot as a crit.
I just hoping I can roll a critical so that I can roll the savage fucking
3d12.
Yeah.
Yeah. Reckless attack and crit fish. All right. Bam! Axe comes right into the middle of the dragon's skull, splits it almost in two. It roars in pain. Oh, you are pain for this. Oh. Devilish, you're up.
Yeah, I don't wanna say where I am. So, do I test a minor illusion? Yeah, I test a minor illusion of a
You're
chicken.
hiding behind a wall at the moment.
What?
You're hiding behind an illusionary wall at the moment.
Yeah, but minor illusion is not a concentration spell.
Oh, it is not?
No, it's just 1 minute.
All right.
So I done made a chicken that done made chicken sounds. I run around and gonna test it over with some maybe 5 feet away from the barbarian and hope it gonna provoke the dragon or look tasty. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okie dokie dokie daddy. It is now the dragon's turn. Dragon screaming in agony. He'll float over to the side a little bit so that he aims and gets directly into a line between you and the edge of the bridge. There.
Does he leave my threatened area?
He does not. He stays
okay.
5 feet in melee with you, but he's just swimming over to the side to where he can get you in a line with the bridge area where those arrows are coming from. And he deeps into a big breath. And a stream of acid comes and spores all over you. And here's the thing. I'm curious. You're hidden. I don't think hidden would actually give you advantage on a saving throw, though. But yeah, give me a dexterity. It's a dexterity, right? Dexterity saving throw. Both Shardak, definitely Rick Rose, and I'm thinking.
Well, that's what I was wondering. Like, if I'm directly behind him, how does that work? Am I in cover at all or anything like that?
That's why he's hidden. You're behind him.
I'm not hidden, obviously, but I'm just wondering how does he get the full brunt of that, or I'm not trying to dodge taking damage. I'm trying to understand it. That's all.
Yeah. I think you were behind him. He's hidden, but that doesn't matter. He's still in the line of the area of effect. He's, so yes, area effect. So yeah, you would still take it, Lone Hunter, and I'm thinking it would be pretty much no advantage or anything on the dexterity or anything, so because you're hidden from an area of effect spell. It's just area of effect. So yeah, all three of you just give me regular dexterity saving throws.
With Barbarian Danger Sense, I rolled a 16.
Hey, that's a make. Just FYI.
Good.
This is just for the acid, no frightened or anything.
Just acid.
Oh damn.
He doesn't have the frightful present.
Yeah, I just rolled a 11.
Oh, that is not a good sign.
No, it's not.
That's okay, but the guy in front of you happens to have a whole bunch of good berries.
Yeah, I hope so.
Lone Hunter. And where are my D8s? Didn't I have this issue the last time? Where the fuck are my D8s?
My dex saving throw is 17.
Hey, you made it. That's 2 to the make and 1 to the bad.
Yeah.
I was hugging the bridge wall too much, I guess.
Yeah. All right. So that would be 25 points of acid damage to
Rick Rose.
No, Rick Rose takes 50.
I'm dead, probably then.
Okay, 25 to the 2 who made it. That would be Shardak, and
Am I? Like, I only have 31 hit points max.
you're not dead.
Just unconscious?
Just unconscious.
Okay.
And the other 2 take 25 each.
Dang.
You actually take only 12, Shardak, if you're raging.
Yeah, I know. I took 27 before because I wasn't raging.
Yeah.
Now I took 12. That's 39. I have 41 hit points, Matt.
You're still good, right?
Yeah, 2 hit points. I'm good.
You're good. You're an orc. Yeah, that's fuck it. Rick Rose, death saving throw, please.
Okay. The death saving throw is just flat roll, right?
Yeah.
Okay, 13.
1 to the good.
Okay.
Lone Hunter, what are you going to do?
He's going to do 2 things.
Shit his pants.
No, that's 3. But the first thing that he's going to do is he's going to give the child a good berry.
All right. That is an action, I believe, correct?
Yeah, I would believe it is.
I'm not going to dispute him giving it. I'm just going to say, does it work if I was at 31 max, 50 damage?
You only fall to 0. You now have 1 hit point.
Oh, okay. So I don't go negative numbers. Okay.
And then the other was he was going to try to use his stone endurance.
I don't know what that is.
Well, that's a Goliath ability to shrug off up to 12 points of damage. I could use my reaction to reduce the damage by 1d12 plus con mod.
All right, so let's just assume when he breathed on you, you used your reaction at that point in time.
Okay. And let me roll here. And that will be what my con is at. So I get 9 points back.
Okay. I never played a Goliath. I'm unfamiliar with them.
They're all right.
Is that a one per day thing? One per rest? What is it?
Short rest.
Short rest recharges? Cool.
Yep.
That is pretty cool. Alright, so that's your action and your reaction from previous. Any bonuses or movement you'd like to do?
Not at the moment. He's gonna. That's his concern. Trying to get the child taken care of and bolster himself to try to do a wise action.
Life fills back into your eyes, and you wake up licking your lips and smacking them. That was the best damn berry I ever had. Feeling somewhat oddly full, considering you're a halfling and love food and never feel full, Rick Rose.
I would like to know how long this sense of fullness lasts.
All day for normal folks, maybe 10 minutes for a halfling.
Okay. This is the best damn berry I've ever had.
Jardak, you're up.
Once again, I will Great Weapon Master, Reckless Attack, but I give like this great overhand swing with my great axe. My back and shoulders arch reminiscent of a hump on a grizzly bear.
Roll it with advantage. You're recklessing, right?
I rolled a 9 and a 20.
Okay.
Critical hit.
12 plus 5 plus 15.
Oh, okay.
If only you had a fighter level and you wouldn't have the feat to where you get to reroll ones and twos. It's fucking awesome.
Just wait. My turn isn't over.
Oh, if he had lucky, he could just re-roll, period.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
He gets an extra attack too because if you crit with Great Weapon Master, you get a bonus
Okay.
attack.
3 dice, a sum of 31 plus 15, 46 points of damage.
Bam! As you slam that axe right into the neck of the dragon. Son of a bitch.
Okay, Great Weapon Master Fighter. I rolled a critical hit. I get to make another melee attack as a bonus action.
Go for it. Roll it.
Oh,
You're severing the neck of the dragon as you do such, by the way.
You still have the advantage. Remember that.
oh my god. Oh my god.
Please crit, because I'm only at 1 health.
Oh my god. I checked it 3 times. It's a 20 again on the first roll. I'm not fucking lying.
I play with you enough. You're not.
Oh my god.
You want to kill the dragon.
Oh my heart's just pounding right now.
Nat 20 or unnat 20?
No, natural 20, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
Plus 0 at the moment using Great Weapon Master.
okay. So
This damn dragon better be dead.
the sum of the 3 dice is 29 plus 15 is 44.
Describe your fucking kill, my man. I mean, I'd like to point this out that would be what 44 and 49 points of damage.
And that was just this turn, right? Because he did 30 something, and then I did like 20 something.
Nah, you didn't do 20 something. You didn't.
No, I did total. It did like 13 and then plus 8, so I've only done 20 something damage.
Oh yeah, so you did 21 points of damage, and then the rest of it has been. I mean, all right. The first one you nearly cleared its head in twain, and so you pulled it back around on the back swing the other way, and boom, finished the job as the dude, fucking Dragon Slayer.
We're definitely taking that head with us. We may skin him too.
My heart's pounding. My arms are numb.
Holy mother of God! See, I was thinking that after you go, he's eating you.
Well, that was the thing. I'm like, well, I can get one more attack in, and then I'll be dead. But
See, now here is karma in action.
oh, no doubt.
He's lost so many characters that finally the
Yeah,
fate
my 4th character.
turned to his favor. Love it.
What? Hey, I feel you, dude. I've had a half-orc fighter that I used at one time who just straight up unleashed on somebody, and I think I did 11d6 plus 48 plus 46 points of damage in one round. I mean, mauled him. I was using a maul, and I straight up just mauled them.
God, that's insane. All those attacks, so that increases your chance of critting.
Yeah, at 6th level, I only critted once. It was a 6th level half-orc fighter, Battle Master. I used 3 of my superiority dice. One of them was double due to the crit, and the only reason I used it was because it was crit. Fuck it, I want 2 more extra d8s instead of just 1.
Yeah. Whatever I do, it's not pretty. Whenever this dragon is like coming at me, I'm just like overhand chopping it. Like nothing pretty about, no finesse, no technique.
Savage Fury.
Yeah. And each time I do whack it, you can hear like the crunch of bones deep within its head. Until finally I hit it so hard where its head just goes down below the water. And you guys might even think, oh, it's trying to get away from him. And then all of a sudden the water just turns black with the blood. And I'm just huffing, panting, catching my breath as all the water fills.
I'm going to go grab my torch.
Fair enough. Holy mother of God.
Just obliterated that dragon.
Child, get back here.
And people say that half-orcs aren't great healers, that, the barbarians, they absorb a lot of damage, but they don't do a lot of damage. Bull motherfucking shit. Yes. Bullshit.
Would you believe that, like, I mean, it's not that it's like that inventive of a character, but I modeled it after my girlfriend's character in my tabletop game. She plays a half-orc barbarian. He's a sailor, though, and she took Totem of the Bear. And that's all I noticed, is that, like, if you want a meat tank, you send in her barbarian. Because eventually she's going to crit. Right?
Yeah, and reckless attacking, double dice.
Yeah. Like, eventually she's going to crit. And she's already...
Did it drop him? Or did he mute himself? Hello?
Well,
down to 2 hit points, so I thought, yeah, well, maybe I can hit it. Maybe I'll get a hit in before I go down. Soften it up.
Drag the corpse onto shore. Those scales and blood and all that's worth something.
child, get back here. Let me help you out. You look rough-born and hard work.
Like my flesh is steaming, right? That good berry helped.
And I'll cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay.
And that'll give you, let's see here, that'll give you 7 hit points back.
Okay.
Just the points that you have left, Lone Star.
Say what?
How many hit points did you have left?
I had 19.
19.
That's after the Stone Endurance. But after his breath weapon hit me, I had 10.
And you were down to 1 because of that, and you had 2, and the cleric had the wizard devil much. It
Say
went
what?
from me, I'm going to TPK him again, to damn, Dragon is dead in 1 fucking.
It's because the dragon.
Oh, that was just luck of the dice.
What? Well, that's true, but the dragon also didn't. Wasn't willing to risk its getting an opportunity attack to hide again under the water.
Well, we didn't go in there as boldly as what we did with the last group.
Yeah, we were more careful. And the dragon was a little too bold because of its past victory.
Yeah, well, and previously we were all scampering around on shore while it just kept taking shots at us. This time, putting someone face to face with it does make a difference because, like you said, now let's be careful for attacks of opportunity. Your sneak attack was able to affect.
Oh yeah, but I got the feeling this is all you.
And then, you know, that 60, 12 plus 30. One round, 60, 12 plus 30 damage. Okay, well, anyway, dragons pull the corpse up onto the shore, head separate. It takes both of the two large men a couple minutes to do that because it is quite large, quite heavy still. It's not an adult black dragon, it's just a...
Well, I think he is like equivalent to a bigger size for his carrying capacity, the Goliath. And
Yes.
Wow.
so he should have a bigger push-pull drag. And if I have to,
one size.
I'll rage to pull this sucker out.
I'm assuming you can continue raging pulling it up. Like,
Yeah.
buddy.
Tearing its head off with his hands, and then the rest of the body starts trying to sneak.
Feel it burn, bro. Bros know when it burns.
God.
But yeah, but it still takes y'all. It's still extremely heavy. It's like, you know, dragging an elephant almost.
Oh yeah, I figure.
Yeah, but you can do it.
And since we have a ranger here, he can skin it.
Gladly.
And hopefully there's enough there to make at least one or two studded leather out of black dragon hide.
I eat its heart, or at least I eat a bite of its heart. I'll totally cut its belly open and cut its heart out.
We may be able to sell some of the organs too, so if you want to eat the heart, that's fine. You're the victor. But we can get some gold out of this.
After pulling it ashore, skinning it, Lone Hunter would start searching the area around.
I'll share a piece of raw heart with all my companions.
We'll build up
For
a
a
fire.
successful hunt.
I want to eat this cooked. I'm kind of full right now because of the good berry. You there, Michael? You just seem so quiet.
I'm here. Y'all talking. That's fine. And nobody's asked me a question. Okay.
Are we going to go search?
I'd like to search treasure while the other gonna tell this monster. Can I do that?
I didn't hear. What was that?
Search for treasure when the other tell the dragon of a skin
Where would you like to say?
on the side.
Higher than a
Where they have the lair.
searching around the ledge. You find nothing. You want to go out into the water itself?
Yeah, sure. Is that just water or?
As far as you can see from the shoreline, what's your dark vision?
60 feet.
You can't see anything. Actually, Lone Hunter, you have 90 right?
feet. Yeah.
Yes.
As you're sitting there skinning, and the other guy, everybody's searching around looking for that, and you're skinning the dragon. You just happen to look up and you can see maybe just a hint of some gray rock sticking up at the edge of your dark vision in the lake.
Okay. Then, as I notice that while I'm skinning, I'll let the party know that out there at a distance, I see some rock formations.
So the water
Would
is
that be to the north or to the south or what?
Northeast.
Northeast. Probably its nest or its lair. I have to take a short rest before I do anything. I'm pooped right out.
Oh, I agree with you, but I figure we can get to that island and then rest. Build up a campfire and cook that heart.
What island?
Well, yeah, I don't know about the island, but the rocks.
Anybody want to try to swim over there?
Well, I'm at 8 health. I'll start swimming.
How far along am I in the skinning
it'll-
of the
It's a
dragon?
long dragon. It'll take you a few hours to do that.
Okay, so since I obligated myself to that, that's what I'll be doing.
Oh, I guess I should stick around and help out, right? I
Yeah,
suggested.
that's what I said. Like, let's get this dragon skin. And
Yeah, let's-
take a short rest.
But
Yeah,
in the
okay. Yeah, that'll work.
In the meanwhile, I just gonna find something I to stand on and just levitate and take a pole and pull me over. Because I'm fully health.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's like an air raft. Yeah.
All right. So, say you didn't bring a piece of furniture or anything down with you because of climbing down ropes with the piece of furniture is a little difficult. Let's just say you can backpack, maybe
Well,
stand on it.
here, Lone Hunter could help with that because when he starts skinning, he'll bone out the front paw of the dragon, so he could use that to stand on, and he'll bone out the front femur, so he can use it as a pole.
I use a dragon pole to levitate over the lake.
All right, so you get over there to where he pointed out that there was some rocky outcroppings, and it turns into a decent-sized little island, kind of in the lake. And a short distance offshore sits a small isle, 30 or 40 feet across. Stalagmites thrust up from the ceiling above, and the dark waters lap quietly at its shores. Several spots on its surface glimmer even in the gloom, suggesting the promise of treasure to be had. And you have dark vision, so you can see there are coins and coins and coins all over the place. There are a few gems, a pearl, a wand, a large great axe bearing Durgan's smith mark.
I'm gonna try to find something to put all this stuff in.
Actually, there's even, believe it or not, there's a light source. There's an ever-burning candle on it. The
Yeah.
was there a potion of climbing also?
Yeah.
Is his spell book gonna be there?
Scooter's spellbook. Yeah. Scooter's spellbook would be there.
Well, hey, you know what? Don't forget, I died because I got liquefied by acid.
Yeah, but a spell book is magical, isn't it?
Wow, baby.
I can. Yeah, I'll concur with that. Since you died outright, like liquefied by. I'm gonna say yeah, spellbook's gone.
Okay. But he wasn't carrying anything that was enchanted then?
I think I had like a scroll or something.
Oh.
It would have gotten liquefied then as well.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, it's nothing like
no,
anyway,
I didn't really
yeah.
have anything.
I know you had a potion of climbing there, Rick Rose, along with the potion of rapier.
Yeah. And my rapier is going to be over there. Plus one.
And the candle is over there.
Yeah.
I tried to
Shatter Spike's over there too.
tried to put all the stuff together in the raft I have. Oh.
It's a dragon's hoard. You're not going to be able to No.
It'll take a while.
Several trips, you mean?
It's gonna take a while, but you can do it. I mean, it can be done.
Is there anything better to use over there to use as a?
Levitate's only 10 minutes though.
Yeah. This is going to take several trips.
Maybe we could utilize the ribs of the dragon and make like a frame and cover it on the exterior with a hot to make a bowl boat.
Gonna make a raft out of dragon skin and dragon ribs.
Yeah, well maybe we just make like a bowl boat. You know what I mean? Make like a frame like a bowl, cover it on the exterior with a hide.
I'd argue we need to grab the important things. And then when we come back with that dwarf, we need to hire a crew. And we'll come back with everything we need to get the rest.
Truth, if y'all wanted to, you can just swim over with a backpack, take a few hundred coins at a time, After, a couple hours, you can have it all over.
I was gonna say, if there's nothing more dangerous in the lake, which there shouldn't be, the dragon probably cleared everything else out. We could just wade and swim back and forth.
I was just thinking several hundred coins is going to be ridiculously heavy.
At a time. No, but
Okay,
we've already
50 coins is a pound.
Gold coins?
The standard in the book is 50 coins is a pound.
Yeah.
Don't
Okay,
forget-
I'll give you
don't-
that because they don't want to do realistic for gold or anything in this
Well,
game.
no, but listen though. A gold coin isn't like a fucking foil wrapped chocolate thing. If you think about it realistically, a gold coin would be like a dime.
No, well, because
And then a silver piece would be probably more like a nickel.
A roll of
Right.
quarters weighs 3
no,
pounds.
like the silver dollars were
Exactly.
fairly-
Tell him your fact again.
silver
gold coin.
dollars were fairly big in the United States history, and our gold coins, like the $20 coin, were heavy as hell.
A roll of quarters weighs 3 pounds. That's 40 quarters weighs 3 pounds.
Yes, so that's a nickel. It's made of nickel and copper. I'm talking about gold. It's heavier on the periodic table. It's going to be denser. It's going to be like lead.
Also smaller and thinner.
Yeah, but they make them smaller. They don't make like
It's the
You
It's
really
the
should
mass.
look at American coins before saying that.
And they're
Well,
not.
those $20 coins are more commemorative. They're not actually.
No, they
currency.
weren't. Those were standard. No, $1 coins were rarer.
Well,
But
I'm
in
just
that-
saying because look at things like Roman currency. They
And
don't
the
look
dragon
like
doesn't have any American coins either. Sorry.
in the sense of 5e and the mechanics, it's the mass of each coin. So you got for a copper pieces are bigger, hence they weigh one copper piece weighed the same as one platinum piece, which was probably as big as your fingernail. The value of the money or the metal made the difference in the value of the coin.
Right.
So you could have 50 platinum pieces to equal a pound because the mass would add to that, where you could have
Okay, if we're going to just, I don't think I'm gonna be swimming over with much then, because I can't carry much as a halfling.
You carry as much as a normal person.
No, I cannot.
Yes, you can.
Not with 10 strength and everything. Plus, I have size restrictions.
No, so there are no size restrictions in carry stuff.
Yeah, it's just if you're large and you can carry more. They're not like.
Oh, okay.
Small and medium is the same.
Exactly. Small and medium are the same.
Depends on your strength. But yeah, I mean, yes, you can carry less than the Goliath because guess what? That motherfucker's a lot stronger and he's got that large carrying capacity. The half-orc can carry more than you because he's a fucking hulking brute who cuts off
Brutish.
Big swing.
Strength. It's not crazy. They took a feat.
But I'm gonna take all the stuff that look impressive and put it in my backpack.
Yeah.
And put some on the claw and go back.
There
we-
are,
We're going to do a short rest.
yes, you get your short rest in easily.
already good.
This whole trash will take you several hours to skin the dragon, and then swimming back and forth to carry the loot back over to this side. And as you're short resting, I'm just going to go ahead and let you know, as you're carrying the loot and everything, there is a wand of magic missiles. The great axe bearing Durgan's Smith mark is a +2 great axe.
Do you need to write that down or we finish?
+1 shield, a potion of healing, and a potion of flying. I recall there was also a potion of climbing left over beforehand. Coins. There is, just in the Dragon's Hoard, there are 6,200 silver pieces, 1,430 gold pieces, 2 garnets worth 20 gold pieces each, and a pearl worth 50 gold pieces. Plus, there was, let me see here, you didn't spend anything, Scooter, did you? That would be 8 gold pieces, that would be 300 gold pieces left for him, that's 11, that's 800 gold pieces, so that's 16.
I was carrying 700 and something. It was
I
ridiculous.
used all 4 of my hit dice, and I have all my hit points back.
Okay. And
Yeah.
an extra 2,000 gold. Let's just say 2,000 gold. Extra.
I used 3 of my hit dice and I'm at full again. I had some lucky rolls.
Alright. So, would anybody like to upgrade from the magical equipment now? Great axe?
Do I have, is the
I'm very
rapier there?
interested in the great axe.
+1 rapier, +1 longsword, also known as Shatter Spike. A ever-burning candle, and potion of
Shardak is definitely interested in the great axe and wielding a great axe he found in a dragon's lair.
I would like to think that due to a prior claim that the rapier is mine.
What do the ever burning candle do?
It's like a continual flame on a candle. It's only a continuous 5-foot illumination.
I don't see that on the wand.
Well, I figure you
Because-
have dark vision. I don't know what you would use the ever-burning candle for.
It's a flame, right? So to use with one of my spells all the time.
I
It
don't
does
know.
magical flame. It's like a magical. It's not
It
an
gives-
actual flame. It's like a magical light spell.
Ah, okay.
It doesn't give off heat, I don't think.
No. No heat whatsoever. Just light. Like a candle.
Stupid.
Well, I'll put the candle in my backpack then, because it's intimate light, and I can't see shit in the dark. Presumably my torch has gone out, right?
Yes.
The candle is at least useful there.
I don't know how long a torch lasts, but like I said, it's going to take you several hours to skin the dragon and then all this other
A
stuff.
torch lasts 1 hour, I believe.
That's what I was going to say.
So it took several of those. So y'all did that. Healed, you're short rested, you have all that stuff. Let's assume like somebody will climb on top of it, and you can start taking backpack and tying them to the rope. And
Oh,
pulling
hold
the
on.
treasure up, throwing
Is
the
there a bag of ears
backpack
there?
in. Huh?
Is there a bag of ears there?
There is not.
Damn.
You lost your ears, the draft snake. There were, I think, 20 ears, and there are 25 gold pieces.
Any teeth? Well, if anything, I can take the dragon's teeth.
Yes, there would be the teeth.
Yes, I will take my teeth back. my what was it? The ogre teeth and the orog teeth.
Yeah.
Wait, is there a bag with Durgar beard?
That would probably wouldn't have been melted. It's like, yeah, no.
No, he wasn't carrying it. The ranger was carrying it.
Yeah, Trapper was. Tracker was.
Oh, yeah. I don't think the dragon would have pulled it back.
Cared about hair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, I can't hand you the last ranger's keepsakes. But my old studded leather's there, right?
Yeah.
He didn't do any.
Oh, there's a
kill
super
me.
plate too. That's quite damaged.
Oh, okay. No one here can wear it, but we'll take it with us.
But like, it'll take you a while to just like one of you will climb up to the top, and then you'll.
I figured we'll set up some sort of.
Lift it up, empty it, throw the backpack back down, fill more of the treasure up, pull it up the rope.
Yeah, I was thinking we'd set up a pulley system.
Well, even that's when Devilish could levitate himself up there even after.
Only 20 feet.
Yeah, but if we set up a pulley on that.
But I think it's 20 feet around.
It doesn't.
I just read it. It did say.
Total 20 feet.
Oh.
Yeah, I was disappointed too. I thought you could.
Now here's the question on that. If he levitates himself next to the rope, can he pull himself up using the levitation to hold him in place and pull himself up the rope securely?
I'd say yes, since if anything happened, he would gently fall, thus making it also much easier since it's not his full weight of the gravity crashing down on him. He could climb at regular speed instead of half speed.
So I'm gonna do that with levitate.
Yeah, so he can climb up and then he can like.
I climb up at regular speed too. So.
Yeah. I had to do that with 500 pounds, right?
Yes.
Can you carry 500 pounds?
No, my disc can. Or levitate.
No, your disc can, but you're also tying a rope to it, aren't you? You're climbing the rope.
His levitation can lift the command.
Oh, never mind. I was thinking he was like that coffee table or whatever, and never mind. I thought he was levitating something else, and then he was
levitating a platform. No, it's
yeah.
Probably just easier to levitate himself and then pull because we'd have to find the platform and I don't know.
Yeah, or I'd levitate one of the big guys with the terror more. I'd also do that.
Right, even read levitation. It would be a bitch to balance a platform. Like
yeah.
I don't like levitation anymore. I thought it would be cool. The only good thing that people use levitation for now is to use it on it and levitate them to where they can't. Oh, you're stuck there.
Yeah, and then range attack him.
It can be useful. If you
I'd say it's pretty good to get down of a slope. If you just levitate, just go slowly down.
But Gandalf wishes he had levitate.
The fall didn't kill him. He's fine.
Well, he wasn't on. No, I mean on top of the tower. He had to wait for the eagle to save him.
Oh yeah.
But I was useful. I did a lot of useful stuff to that dragon. Why did not attack the chicken? I'm just trying to say.
Because he had more pressing matters.
He had other things doing damage to him.
I'm gonna eat the chicken if there was a chicken. If I was the dragon.
Unfortunately, the chicken was an illusion and disappeared. Tried to eat it. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, he had more important things than the chicken to worry about. You're like, fuck that chicken. I'll eat that later.
Yeah.
But yeah, the point is you all can manage to get all the loot back. And you're back at the top of that chain. What would you like to do?
What was that? Could you repeat it? I can't hear you.
You will manage to use the ropes to keep pulling all the treasure up using backpacks, empty it at the top, tossing it back down. Yeah. Pull all your
Okay.
Yeah, I figured that I helped rig a pulley system to help reduce the weight of the items. We're lifting up bags, and someone helps reach out, pulls it in. We empty it at the top. Just keep going. Yeah.
All right.
Once we get it up to like kind of that level, can I run on ahead back to the town and get a wagon?
It's a 3-day trip.
I'm a barbarian. Come on, you've seen Conan. I just do the tundra run.
Michael, did your call drop?
It looks like it. I don't see him. There he is.
He's back.
Day and a half trip.
Like, and let's put it this way, because rather than all of us being like carried down with maximum carrying capacity, with our backpacks overflowing, these guys can travel at whatever reduced speed it would be, and I'll run on ahead and get a wagon and horses.
Well, I was figuring we could bury what we couldn't carry and then get a wagon and come back.
Well, however you want to do it, but I could go on ahead easily, because even why would
we have to come back anyway? Because are you going to bring the dwarf back with you?
Sure.
You know who the dwarf is?
Because in this way, I probably wouldn't even have to pay for a wagon. Give me his name. I'll find his name. I'll tell him to bring a wagon.
I don't remember his name. I just remember he's the dwarf that tried that. Look for archaeology dwarf that.
Yeah, Livingstone is a very small town. There was only one general store, and it was the dwarf who owned the general store.
Yeah, well, there you go. If it's the same guy at the store, yeah, that's where my caravan unloaded there.
Or may not. Rick Rose may. Give me an intelligence check.
Okay.
My point is, I'd like to utilize my caravan specialist to drive a wagon.
An intelligence check, you say? Wow.
Do not remember the guy's name.
No, I do not, because this isn't an intelligence saving throw, correct?
Correct. Just a check to see if you remember.
Just a check. Yeah, I rolled a 6.
I have no bloody idea what that guy's name was, but he was a dwarf in the town. Some dwarf in the town. Just go and ask around for a dwarf in the town.
He may want that dwarf that Devilish is carrying. The Journal of the Past Dwarf?
Oh, yeah. Arendelle.
Yeah. He may offer gold for that.
What actually happened at the fall of Thundercar? Durgan's last stand.
It's a bit of history that was lost and recovered.
And just FYI, that book was not in this module, but they did tell you about Arendelle and what he did and how it happened and everything. But no way the PCs would know.
Exactly. So a journal makes sense.
Yeah. One of the things, there's another one in Sunless Citadel you all did not mention about some priest who was locked into a sarcophagus and turned into a troll. You go in there and you find that, and you just open a sarcophagus. There's a troll. You fight it. You kill it. You have no idea what happened, how it got to be, or anything. But they do include that into the story of it, like telling, "Oh, damn, this is why this guy's here." But there's no way for the PCs to know unless you put something like that in.
That's just pointless world building.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pointless if they don't include like murals or something describing what happened or journals.
Yeah. I gave you the Journal of Arendelle to describe what this ghost is doing and why that table attacked you and everything.
Just curious, is the double doors with the dwarven stone statues where they chipped the floor, were we ever behind that door?
You never even checked the doors.
Yeah.
Yes. Never
I
opened.
figure when we come back we can check them.
Give me an investigation check.
Well, that one's nice. 19.
You can that in your earlier investigation, you notice that there are little slits in the arms where the axes are held, and you can surmise from that the axes pull down. Say if you were to open one of the doors, the axes would pull down and it would fall down and beat you
Okay.
over.
So, do I see anything to turn the trap off, or?
Was it 18?
With a 19, I don't see.
We had an 18 or 19.
No, I had a 9.
Yeah. Negative, Ghost Rider.
If anything, I'm small and can. No, I can't dodge out of the way yet.
The hand.
Yeah, it's at higher levels where I can reduce damage and all that.
Uncanny dodge.
Yeah.
5th level.
Not there yet. Well, we did kill the dragon.
Yeah.
But so are we?
Been trying to Tomoa-con at 5th level.
Yeah. How badly beat up was my previous studded leather?
Pretty bad.
He didn't actually bite me or do acid damage, I don't think. Did he?
Yeah,
he did. He did the first time. He didn't do it the second time.
No.
When he melted the wizard. So it's degraded. It's not worth wearing.
It'll function, but it's not great. You sell it for half price.
But it would function, still be an armor class of 12?
Yes.
I can wear that one then and my scarred armor and then put my flashy new armor. Well, it's not new. It's kind of scarred too, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. You got liquefied almost as well.
It was the magic of the good berry that brought me back. Doesn't matter. I'll figure something out. I want to make acid-resistant studded leather armor out of the scales. Can we? I figure if we pay someone, they can make
It'll
it.
cost. I mean, you couldn't, but someone of more knowledge in those arts possibly could.
Yeah. Because I want us to build a damn keep already.
Only thing I really take is I take like a nice scale that's about the size of my hand, just as a keepsake.
So we're resting up presumably for several days back in town.
Right. Okay, yep. So, you can go ahead and drag, and then he'll run ahead, grab a wagon, and the dwarf come back. Yeah, I'll just hand wave the rest of it. And he goes through and he pays you all 100 gold for and an extra 100 gold for the taking him through there, showing him as he's taking notes and everything. He's a very successful businessman in Blendenstone due to his dwarven allegiances and dwarven contacts with some of those up in the Grey Mist Mountains, those various homes. So he gets good deals from them and sells them to the humans here for considerable markup.
I bet.
Great merchants. But he's highly interested in this ancient dwarven ruin because he has family contacts there, as every other dwarf. All dwarves are related, in case you didn't know.
Can we sell him the journal?
Yeah, 100 gold for the journal, 100 gold for letting him go
for escorting him through. Yeah, guarding him through. So that's 200 gold extra.
Yeah.
And let's say we'll give the 100 gold to Chris because he was carrying the book. Or do we want to split that? It's up to you guys. You guys speak up.
How classy is it on the road?
I bet.
It really doesn't matter.
Yeah, this was the last session, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I just want to go ahead and just like, okay, and then there's a victory parade for you all. Y'all slay the dragon. You have fucking shit ton of gold now.
And I color spray the party and steal all the stuff and run my way. No.
You're not stealing from a thief, that's for sure.
And
If you cannot see,
I can smell you. I can just weigh my coin purse and know it's lighter.
I celebrate like Conan, wine, women, and song.
And we can start on the Hidden Shrine at Tomoacon next week.
All right.
The game's over? We're not gonna like RP the town?
You can if you want. I mean, you know.
You don't want to, that's fine.
I like to go to bed, so.
Alright. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate.
Yeah, thanks for the.
Hey, Chris.
Thanks for joining us, Chris.
Yeah?
How's the little baby daughter doing?
She have air in the stomach right now, so she cried all the night. That's why I played today, because she's gonna cry anyway, so I cannot fall asleep.
All right. Good papa.
Yeah. Is the unnamed adventure still on?
Yeah, it's still going.
Do you still have game in EU time?
Yeah. There's a couple of newer DMs that have been running a lot of games at different times.
Okay.
As far as that,
Anybody I know?
I don't know.
Fair enough.
I know Matt Taylor has been running a couple. There's Alex Newton and Lionel. Damn, what is his last name? It starts with an M. And I don't want to mess it up. He has a heavy accent, and sometimes it's hard for me to understand him with my bad hearing. Give me a second here, and
Scottish accent, Irish accent.
No, it's
Eastern European.
I don't know if it's a Turkish or like that, but it's
Manja?
Let's see here, Alex Newton, and let me see here. Let me do it this way, easier. Lionel, Lineal. Let's see here, Lionel. What's your last name here? I know you're, and Ty Johnson. He's been off and on running the game here and there. Lionel Matter, Mater.
I've heard that name before.
And Alex and Lionel and Matt has been running almost every day a game or close to it. Real heavy.
Wow.
As far as that,
Shout out
they got some pretty decent story arcs. As far as that, and
I consider to come back.
yeah. And Caius, you know Caius. Once in a while, he DMs one.
Oh, okay.
Caius is good. Big fan. And I'm going to go ahead and end this broadcast. I'll have defeated the Forge of Fury.
All right.
Almost every foe in there and slain the big boss dragon. And recovered a whole bunch of gold and magic items and such like that. Congratulations. You've done well. Say bye.
Great.
Hey, yeah, bye.